Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video, and I'm here to give you guys a heads up on a free Steam title that will be getting pulled forever. Look, I'm gonna make mention of this real quick, and then we're gonna go into some game deals because, you know, you get to pad out your library, etc., etc. I know, like, people are gonna be like, oh my god, game's getting pulled forever and it's free. Let me go click on the video, and then, you know, we'll continue on with some game deals that I think are quite good and worthwhile to check out. So we'll go over those as well. But first of all, we do have Scary Bingo getting delisted forever on Steam, and it is available for free. It's a horror-themed bingo game. You can literally add it to your library for free, and then it'll be yours to own forever. They made a post on the game getting delisted. Didn't really go too much more in depth on why it's getting delisted. They just noted it is getting delisted, so it will be a relic of a bygone era at some point. So, yeah, you can add it to your library right now, and, you know, it will be yours to own forever. You can enjoy that for years and years. If you want, like, a horror-themed bingo game, like, bro, October is gonna roll around, and you might be like, bro, I wish I had Scary Bingo. Well, this is your opportunity to get Scary Bingo. So make sure you jump on top of that. So that is available right now. And again, it will be getting delisted here shortly. All right, moving on from that, some things I'm not as excited to talk about as Scary Bingo, but still kind of excited to talk about. Some deals on GMG. Let's start off with Final Fantasy Tactics, the Ivalice Chronicles. It is 22% off for $39. A lot of the times, the deals that I recommend, you guys, I'm sure you guys have realized this, especially when it comes to new releases that I keep badgering at you guys, it's whatever I'm playing. So Final Fantasy Tactics, the Ivalice Chronicles is fresh in mind right now because I've been playing the hell out of it. This past weekend, I grinded this game like no tomorrow. And man, I played Final Fantasy Tactics predominantly when it was available on the PSP as Final Fantasy Tactics, The War of the Lions, but going back and playing this game has been just such a joy. Like, I love this game from a narrative standpoint. I've never been crazy about, you know, the board game style, the chess piece style tactics games. I've never been crazy about that style, but Tactics, I think, from a gameplay standpoint, has a ton of depth to it with all of the different jobs and whatnot. And like I said, narratively, this is my kind of Final Fantasy game, at least up to the part that I'm at, because my memory of the narrative was so foggy that a lot of it's super fresh to me. Like, a little bit more grounded, more on the political warfare side of things, a super mature story, just having a phenomenal time with it, and soundtrack is tremendous as well. Can definitely get pretty challenging, especially in the tactical difficulty, and I know some people are saying, like, the standard difficulty is super easy. Again, I'm old and washed up, and sometimes, you know, bringing the right strategies into the battles, you know, I'm not the best as far as that's concerned, but having a great time with the game, and I highly, highly recommend it. I get it, some people are like, it's a PS1 game upgraded, and it's $50. Yeah, that might be true, but GMG's got it for $39, so I strongly recommend it. But yeah, fantastic game. And by the way, the English voice acting, superb. Chef's kiss, absolutely superb. They crushed it, and the whole game is voice acted, and I love that. I love when we do get these classic re-releases that voice acting is getting added. I just think that's a huge addition, especially in today's gaming climate, so definitely recommend that. Digimon Story Time Stranger, 16% off for $58.79. This, I have not been able to sink as much time as I would have liked to, just because needed to finish Borderlands 4, finished that a few days ago, and then Final Fantasy Tactics. I'm trying to go through the games, like, in the order that they came out, so Final Fantasy Tactics has been the predominant game I played over the weekend, so didn't get to spend as much time with Digimon Story, but have a lot of friends playing it. Everybody seems to be gushing about the game. The game is hitting awesome numbers on Steam. 84,000 concurrents, which is a staggering number for a game of this ilk. Not beating out the Metaphor Refantasio peak numbers, but still a great number. And 16% off over at Green Man Gaming. A great price point. All of the editions are 16% off as well, so certainly go check that out. If you're a longtime Digimon fan, obviously it's going to be something you'll want to pick up. But even if you're not the biggest Digimon fan in the world, fundamentally a well-made JRPG. There's a free demo that is available as well, so go ahead and check that out if you're not sold on the game. You know, try out the demo, see how you like it. for yourself and then ultimately decide, you know, if you want to drop the premium to get the game for yourself. But yeah, $58.79 on that. Couple of older titles. Outer Worlds is $6 at Green Man Gaming. The Spacer's Choice Edition is $12. That's pretty damn good. $6 for Outer Worlds I think is a really good pickup. You know, a lot of these games, y'all be canceling Game Pass after the price hike, so if you want a game like Outer Worlds in your library, $6 for it sounds pretty good. That's why, you know, I'm sure Microsoft will be like, oh, we got thousands of dollars of value out of Game Pass. Well, guess what? The games people want to play a lot of the times go on sale dirt cheap, and Outer Worlds in this case is $6. Yeah, you could sell Outer Worlds 2 for $70. Ain't nobody gonna buy that for 70 bucks. Certainly nobody was gonna buy it for 80, but nevertheless, $6 on that. Go check that out. And then Outer Worlds 2, if you do want to sign up for Game Pass or you want to wait for that to go on sale, I think a lot of people are just going to wait for that game to go on sale. I don't really sense a lot of buzz, a lot of hype on that whatsoever. Outer Worlds Spacer's Choice Edition, like I said, is $12 as well, so you can check that out. Couple of 2K games, Mafia Definitive Edition, 87% off for $5.22. This is just Mafia 1. I usually recommend to pick up the trilogy when they have that bundle on sale, but if you just want to get one game, Mafia Definitive Edition is awesome. I like Mafia 1 and 2 a lot. This is a remake of Mafia 1, and a really good remake at that. Excellent voice acting. The racing section still sucks, but overall still a worthwhile game. Honestly, bro, the developers of Mafia just gotta tap out on doing racing sections, because the racing section in Mafia Old Country is terrible too. It's better than in Mafia 1, but it's still trash in Old Country. They just gotta realize, yo, y'all don't got it. Y'all don't got it. It's okay. Move on from that, but y'all make really good narrative-based games, so, you know, stick to that, eliminate the garbage racing, and y'all will be good. But $5.22 on that. XCOM 2, the collection, is $6.94. I always talk up XCOM 2 whenever it's sub $7 for the collection. You know, I gotta give that a shout. It's a great game, great tactics game, can get pretty challenging, but also very rewarding, and you've got the expansion War of the Chosen here as well, so certainly check that out. Good pickup there. And then lastly, our friends over at Fanatical have got a copy of Lords of the Fallen, $16.49. Lords of the Fallen 2 is coming out next year, although you might not know, but it's an Epic Game Store exclusive. You know, come on, man. Like, I thought we were done with the Epic Game Store exclusive era, but looks like Lords of the Fallen 2. I'm sure a lot of people will get, will go on over to the Epic Game Store. That's the exclusive that's gonna draw them over. Yeah, I foresee about 5 people doing that, but nonetheless, Lords of the Fallen 1, $16.49 on that. I actually kind of like this game from an action Souls-like standpoint, and I absolutely, like, detest this genre at this point just because of how many games come out in this genre, but, you know, I like the little Realms gimmick that the game had going on. I thought the visuals were decent. It was a train wreck of a PC version initially, but, yeah, $16.49 on that, and they did release a 2.0 update, so check that out. Pretty good price on that. But that is going to do it for me again. I know you guys are quaking in your boots with the removal of Scary Bingo on the horizon. But yeah, your last opportunity to add that to your library and own it forever. And a lot of deals over at GMG. Again, I'm loving Final Fantasy Tactics. Having a great time with that. Digimon Story Time Changer, Outer Worlds, Mafia, XCOM 2, Lords of the Fallen. Links to everything as always in the description box below. If you do buy anything, I get an affiliate kickback, which is much appreciated. But that's going to do it for me. Your thoughts down below, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.